Alright, so in exercise 1.1.4, we're looking to put these three sets of numbers in order within their set, in chronological order, or ascending order, I guess we should say. So, first one, because they're all negative numbers, the largest negative is going to be at the front. Again, we're looking at something along the lines of this is 0 and this is 1 and this is 2. This would be -1, this would be -2. So if you need to make a little scale here to help you guys out, there's my scale. So let's start with what is the smallest number. So in this case, again, because it's a negative number, the smallest number will be the largest negative. That sounds counterintuitive, but that's what it is. So this is -0, so that's pretty large in this case. It's closer to 0. -0 point, again, that's closer to 0. -5, okay, we can start with -5.07 and -5.70. So this one here is the largest number, but it is a negative, so it's the largest smallest number. So this one here is going to be your first one. So this is going to go all the way down there. Then we're going to go down the list. So then we have -5.07. So this is a larger number than this number. Okay, it's hard to wrap your head around this, but this one will be the second number. So if we were to break that down, we'll say this is -6 and this is -5. Basically, if we were to break this up into 10 sections, so this is being the half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be this would be -5.1. So this is where your -0.7 would be, would actually be right there. And then 0.7 would be -0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7. So it would be right here. So this is your smaller number than this one. This one would then be over here. I know I'm drawing all over the place, but hopefully you guys are following me. Our next step would be these two numbers. So this one here has 3 decimal places. This one here has 2. If there's no decimal place at the end, you can just add a 0 to it, and then you can see what it looks like. So if you're looking at 570, it's larger than 507, but again, because it's negative, it's the larger negative, therefore it is smaller. It's a smaller value. So this one here would then be the third one, and this one here is actually your largest number, number 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is the order you're looking for. Again, this is actually your largest number. It's just your smallest number out of all these ones, but because it's a negative, it's your largest number. All right, next question. We have 3.4, 11 over -11 over 3, -3.4, and 3.5. Okay, well, first and foremost, this is a positive number, so this is going to be your last one. So this is your largest number. So 3.4. Then we have -3.4 and -3.5. So this number is bigger than this number. Sorry, it is smaller than this number because they're negatives. So sorry, I'm following my train of thought. Hopefully you guys are following my train of thought. So now the only thing that we need to see is 11 over 3. We could split it up if you know how to turn this into a larger fraction or turn it into a decimal. But let's just use our calculator for now. So here we have -11 divided by 3. That equals to -3. I'll just put this here. 3.66 dot. So -3.66 would be, this will actually go right here because it's a smaller number than these guys. We've following me? It's closer to negative 4 than it is to negative 3. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so this would be number 4. This would be number 1. Oh, sorry, that's number 4, not this one. This one here is number 3. And this one is number 2. Okay, so negative 11 over 3, negative 3.5, negative 3.4, and 3.4. Alrighty, we'll go down to the last one. Here we have negative 3/8, negative 2/3, negative 0.6, and negative 0.4. You can always turn these into fractions if you want. Basically, it's 6 over 10, and then you would simplify, which would equal, if you divide them by 2 because they're both common denominators, it would be 5 over 3, and this one here would be 4 over 10, which again you divide by 2 because you could divide 10 by 2 and divide 4 by 4, which would be 2 over 5. That's if you want to make them all fractions. We could make them all decimals, so it would probably help us out the most here. So if we go to negative 0.3, so negative 3 divided by 8. This one here is equal to negative 0.375. This one here is equal to negative 0.66. Just put a little dot there. And then we have 0.6 and 0.4. Okay, so the largest number that we have, again, the largest negative number would be this one. So negative 0.66, little dot, infinite. Then what do we got here? We got negative 0.6. Then we have negative 0.4. And then we have negative 375. There's a 0 there. And that's how you solve that issue. Again, if you don't understand this and this, this one is closer to 0.7 than it is this one. So it's closer going that way. So hopefully I was able to explain this well enough. Again, if you have any comments or questions, just leave a comment below.